On the day that is recognized for the commemoration of the work and struggle of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And it's been stated by a few people, but I think that it deserves iteration, that we really need to see the importance of the connection between the demands for debt-free education, but more importantly, how that connects to all social justice issues. Without question, when we look at historic change around the world, it can be very clear that students like yourselves, youth like yourselves, have always been the spark for that change. And we need to remain engaged in ways that not only where our demands are heard, but that we're actually planning in ways to be able to make an impact that's lasting, so that those who come after you don't have to suffer the same, for other purposes, ills that those of us who have, like myself, and those of us who are struggling in this regard now endure. I do a lot in terms of activism on a number of different issues, but I think that this piece is probably more poignant for the moment. So, with that, blessed are they who cry for injustices. Your tears are collected as holy water. The fountain of youth is dry. Humanity is dying on public display. A society in moral decay, and we just change the channel to the next episode. How far in heaven must one go to find peace, and we seek not to end this suffering? You see, the poet's tongue is fashioned to resurrect souls, yet we choose to do nothing, while the violence of poverty's sharp teeth gnaw at the pockets of unsuspecting spectators. Players in a world game of power, moved like playing checkers with chess pieces, diminishing their value by limiting their movement and people. You see, we didn't ask for this. Show me the scripture or prayer where we ask to be in bondage and now pay homage in permanent libation. Salvation for sale by the collection plate. Would God rob man of his own faith, place him amidst the garden where he could possess not his fruit? He decided that luxury and wealth was not for you. And what are you going to do to reclaim it? Remain nameless in a sea of free will abusers, or use the gift of power in your tongue to lift every voice? See, we understand that life versus death is but one choice. It's liberty that's in question. But I question the freedoms that we so readily take for granted. Now, granted, it's not popular to sound unpatriotic, but how exactly does freedom ring through the severely cracked bell of human condition? Listen, hear the silence. Sounds an awful lot like betrayal. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of it. An injustice anywhere is a threat, like bullies on the playground. So tell me, what are you willing to lay down your life for? You can do no more than speak out in the face of injustice, then you have that responsibility. Forge weapons from the tears of history with which, consequently, we must be willing to fight. That little pistol glinting in the moonlight like Harriet, you see, there is no turning back. Think free or die. Stand cold for your way back toward the future from whence you came, with one purpose, one aim, one people, destined to reclaim their identity as God's chosen. Scorched feet from the molten magma of the underground, yet still marching toward Zion. And let me say this while we can't win. So we stuff our youth backpacks with Chancellor Williams or Amos Wilson. We show them how we did it before and that we can do it again. Chisel the blueprint for our liberation into stone like masons, and never again let our stories be taken or forgotten. Raise armies to protect. Tie ribbons of deeply bloodstained cotton round your consciousness, and then lean not into thine own miseducation. Stop searching for superheroes to be your salvation of things of which we should have freed ourselves of long ago. See, the paths have already been made. The price already paid, like their stories of Calvary, like Emmett Till's body at the bottom of the Tallahatchie, like Turner, Vesey, and Gabriel at the gallows. People, stretch forth your tongues from beneath the shadows and speak, so these cycles of oppression can soon be broken. Otherwise, your words are probably best left unspoken.
Most of you guys are students at four-year colleges or have been at some point. I wanted to give a perspective from a community college transfer student. which is a voice that is definitely underrepresented, and one